when you're in need of way more power, plug the thing into the computer. Just plug it into the computer. I ran a session on my MPC 2.15 software with the One Plus, controlling it from the One Plus with the 32 gigabytes of RAM on my laptop and the 1 terabyte of storage space. And man, I went in. I mean, I had, I think, 20 tracks of just sample stuff, another 10 tracks of plugins, and for instruments. And on top of that, I had like an SSL channel strip on every single channel. I had the summing stack that I create for my drums, because I sum all of my drums to a specific bus and add extra effects to it that way, as well as all the different things that I do in affecting the instruments by groups on their individual sums. And then on top of that, I added the Native Instruments Select plugins. If you haven't dove into those plugins just yet, you're missing out. Byte is ridiculous. Byte is a great bit crusher. It does some insanely good things to it. And if you combine that with Freak, you just basically made the dirtiest sound that you're looking for, that you've been missing for most of your life and you didn't even realize it. Those two together, that's a freebie. Try that. So if you're not using those and you're just staying in the standalone, you're missing out on a lot. I think if you're gonna go hybrid, using the standalone features of the MPC to get started, to get everything going, or even to complete it. And then when you're finally getting to the point where you're saying, I'm gonna mix this down, and you're just like, why am I running out of power? Let me just plug it into the computer and add some extra power. And let me take advantage of using the other things that I have there. I think that marriage is what we're going for. Since I've committed to using the MPC2 software as my secondary DAW to Logic, I have been so happy with going back and forth between the machine and the desktop. And I think that's the way that I feel it works best. And I think you guys should give that a try instead of sitting here and trying to sit in camps like, oh, I know better because I'm using the desktop. You don't know what you're talking about. Standalone is the greatest. No, neither of these are better without the other. So that's not the point. The point is Akai is figuring out what they're wanting to do when it comes to making these machines not only affordable, but also making them function the way we want them to function. So you're gonna have to consider the fact that maybe you need to marry those two things to get the results you want. And that's no different from using a 2000 XL or a 4000 and then taking it in and using Pro Tools to finish it. The only difference is that you're staying within the ecosystem that you started in with your MPC in the first place. And I think that's a massive benefit that a lot of people are ignoring.